in the hen house. Box in the hen house. Box in the hen house. Sarah. Sarah. Come get it. Sarah. Come get it. Box in the hen house. Box in the hen house. Push. 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 No. Clint. 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 No, it's Obama. 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 Box in the hen house. 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 America. Who do you love? My party. My party. My party. Republican. No. 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 Democrat. No. 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 Independent. No. 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 Gay party. Gay party. Gay party. We had the party. 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 Tea. Tea. Tea party. We had the party already. America. Who do you love? Black man. No. 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 Indian. No. 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 White man. No. No. Jew. No. 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 Gentile. No. 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 American. No. 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 America. Who do you love? What party is this? What party is this? I'm an independent. I'm an independent. I'm an independent. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. I'm a Republican. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? What party are you? Independent. What party are you? Democrat. What party are you? I'm a Republican. What party are you? I'm an independent. Who are you? America. Who do you love? No man, 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 no man. America, it is time. America, it is time.
Been together a long time, buddy. We've been in battles together.
I'm sorry that
I appreciate you.
we're even having this conversation. And I would have been here sooner if I possibly could be. And I want to address all your concerns, but I just want to say all that matters to me in all this is the friendships I have.
Yeah.
They're important to me. And we're going to have some disagreements.
Oh, yeah.
And people are going to say some things that are a little sharp, but you're not only my friend, I love you, and I have a lot of respect for you. And I know that you've had a not an easy path in politics, and you and I have been in some of these back rooms in this very place on some of those paths, and I just wanted you to know that.
I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that very much, and I think, my concern, and we were just talking about this, my concern about what was said last night at the dinner was how it reflects on this organization, which I've been a part for a long time. I've spoken at and have supported, but more broadly what it says about the party that we've both been active in and involved in, and that concerns me. And I don't know what gave Ian, in his role as communications director, the comfort to think that he could go before this body and I'll put it direct, disrespect you as its chairman, disrespect the attendees. Did he somehow think that this is somehow going to be acceptable to say? And that to me is the frustration, because look, you and I, as you said, we've been in the wars together. I've known Matt and his family from the very beginning, and it ain't about any of that. It's about how we as Republicans, conservatives, fighting the same good fight, as you know, disagreeing at times along the way, can get others in the party beyond this seemingly reliance to go there, to put everything in a racial context, and to undermine the very efforts of leaders like yourself and myself in trying to expand this party and its reach into communities of color across the country.
Okay, so I guess I would say the first thing, in all candor, Ian is my colleague at work, right, and he's my friend. Mm-hmm. And I love Ian. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to separate myself from Ian. Right. I think he said some words that the worst people, our political enemies, could take in the worst way. This is radio. You don't get to see Ian's skin color in this radio program. Ian is someone who also understands what it's like to be somebody who has racial challenges in the political system. Which we've talked about, by the way. But let me just keep rolling here. That being said, Michael, this is the Conservative Political Action Conference. Everyone decides what lane they want to be in politically. You have been in a lane where you've been rather critical. Let's be honest. I watch you. I go on MSNBC. I watch you. You watch me. Right. You have been rather critical of some of the more conservative aspects of the Trump phenomenon and this Trump agenda. Right. You're a good pro-life man, but there's a lot of other things that you might spend time on this radio show talking about. And I think what Ian was getting to the heart of that was there are people who are critics of some of the things you did as you were chairman. Right. And that there could be truth to the fact that some people picked you as chairman because we constantly do this in Republican circles about, hey, here's a new face for the party. Right. And he thinks that he feels that there are criticisms of how you were chairman. Now, can you accept that could be what he's coming at and not a racial?
No, I don't.
Because he won. I'm going to say this. No. He won on the sixth ballot.
Yeah.
How do you get picked up to your color when you win on the sixth ballot?
First off, all due respect,
come at me.
What the hell does that my race have to do with any of that? At the end of the day, what does the color of my skin have to do with anything you just said? Yeah, I disagree with the direction this president is taking conservatism in this country, because I call BS on a lot of it. When you can't stand the ground on Charlottesville, I'm going to call it out. I have to be authentic and true to myself.
You do.
All right? So that has nothing to do with...
But it's not just Charlottesville where you've been a critic.
I've been a critic on policy.
On a lot of things.
A lot of things. So you mean to tell me that as a black conservative, put it in that context, but let alone as a conservative, I can't be critical of the president?
You can be, but as you know, that there are a lot of people, I think, take race out of it.
Yeah.
If you look at the criticism...
But he injected race into it.
He did. That was I would agree with you.
So, again...
Those words that tumbled out of his mouth I believed were unfortunate words.
It was stupid. It's not unfortunate. Call it what it is. It is stupid to sit there and say that we elected a black man chairman of the party and that was a mistake. But do you know how that sounds to the black community?
Yes, I know.
Do you know how that sounds to Americans?
I do.
And do you know how they then equate that level of stupidity to conservatism? That's the objection I have about the moment.
I know, but he called you. He called you. He felt terrible about how
he did. I talked to him. That doesn't change anything.
But it's important for people to know that he realized that the words could come out in a way where it looks like
I said that.
But don't take the worst out of what he said. You know him. I know, but this is where you need to have some grace. Look at what.
Wait a minute. What the hell do I have to be graceful for?
Well, you've not been very graceful. You've not been very graceful to the Republicans and the conservatives in this hall and in this room for a very long period of time. You have your critics.
That's 10 years later. He was talking about why Michael Steele
was elected chairman.
What
the hell does that have to do with anything?
Long before President Trump.
All I will say is this. Michael Steele, I don't want to be on the show saying this. This is not where I want to be this morning. But not everybody, you don't have universal praise.
I don't
for
care
how you were chairman.
I don't.
And then your point is that we should be for the best person, including a black man or black woman, to be the head of the RNC. I'm with you 1,000%.
All right, so let me
1,000%.
Let me just put this in terms that I think everybody will understand. That I've spent 41 years in this party. 41. All right? I've taken crap you have no idea about, and I've carried this baggage. And for him to stand on that stage and denigrate my service to this party, and for you as a friend to sit there and go, well, you've been critical of the party. There's only one word I can say, and I can't say it on this air.
Say it.
No, I can't because the FCC won't allow it.
Well, why can't?
Because the reality of it is...
Why can't you hear what I have to say?
I heard what you have to say.
And it's not acceptable?
It is I get that, but it's not about that. I know people are...
Look, what is this about?
Matt, I know people...
You think Ian hates you because of your skin color? You really think that?
Matt,
do you really think
that? Did I think what?
Do you think Ian hates you because of your skin color?
I don't know what Ian thinks. I don't know what...
But do you really think that is plausible?
Look, all I can say is...
2 minutes.
It's a reflection of what he was thinking at the time.
No.
All right? And so... But
not again, everything... When people are critical of Michael Steele, it is not
why
always
are you
because
making,
of race.
Wait a minute, how did I become the person here now?
You know what, Matt?
The problem.
If Ian... Wait. If Ian,
I'm just talking. We're just talking.
Let me say something. If Ian had wanted in the context of his speech to criticize the Michael Steele administration... right, as the chairman, all right, that's a whole different story. But when you stand up there and you say, we only picked him because he was a black man, and boy, that didn't work out, that was the problem, and it's important that that be recognized. I mean, look, we had this conversation on your panel yesterday.
We did.
Republicans don't seem to understand there's a lot of folks out there in a lot of communities that could come your way. But if I'm a member of the black community and I heard what he said last night,
I agree with you.
They hate me. I'm not going to go there.
I agree, but I think Michael also knows that that's not where our heart is.
But that's what he said.
1 minute.
It is the words he used.
And we got 1 minute.
It's not where his heart is.
Wrap up.
So why do you think I'm here?
And I appreciate you being here, but I don't want to leave this on the table without addressing it. I'm not sitting here again saying people can't criticize me for how I led the RNC. I get criticized for a lot of stuff. That's not what it's about. You criticize me because I'm black. That's a whole different conversation.
That's my job.
You stand up on the stage and you go, "Well, we only did this because he's black." That's like saying to me, "I only got into Georgetown Law School because I was black."
We got 20 seconds.
I would just say, remember, Michael, I still love you. I can understand why you might not love me, but I'll take the licks on this one. I think it was not our best moment, but don't always jump to the conclusion that just because people use inarticulate words that they have it in for you.
I didn't think he had it in for me. It's just stupid.
I want to say, in regards to we as a nation called America, this goes to the very heart of who we are as a nation. Racism in this country is its foundation. It was built on racism, not just against blacks, but anybody that is not white. It's that's just the way that it is. The